A man's body was dissolved in a Yellowstone hot spring after he fell into the boiling acidic spring. I'm Sasha Wood here to give you all the details on I.O. 23-year-old Colin Scott was hiking through a prohibited section of the Yellowstone National Park on June 7, 2016. He was with his sister Sable Scott when, as she says, he fell into a hot spring and did not get out. The official report of the incident was recently released as an investigation was launched into the accident. The Deputy Chief Ranger Laurent Verres believes that Scott and his sister were looking for a place to hot pot. Hot potting being the term used for illegally swimming in one of the park's hot springs, or thermal features as the park likes to call them. He says they were specifically moving in that area for a place that they could potentially get into and soak. Sable Scott was recording some of their escapades as the siblings wandered off the Norris Geyser Basin's boardwalk. At the point her brother fell in, the quote reads, "The smartphone recorded the moment he slipped and fell into the pool and her efforts to rescue him." To add to the horror of this moment for Sable, there is no cell reception in that area, so she had to go back to a museum building for help. While the report was released in response to a Freedom of Information Act requested by news station KULR, officials withheld the footage, and based on the footage's description, it's easy to see why. When officials arrived to rescue Scott, they described the scene as, "Due to the report of the individual not previously visible, a lack of movement, suspected extreme temperatures, and indications of several thermal burns, the subject was determined to be deceased." The consensus among the rescue/recovery team was that the extreme heat of the hot spring, coupled with its acidic nature, dissolved the remains. Despite this, Scott's wallet and flip-flops were recovered. Water temperatures in these particular springs can reach 199 degrees Fahrenheit or 93 degrees Celsius. But on the day of Scott's accident, the temperature was 212 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 100 degrees Celsius, the boiling point. The park was quick to note that there are numerous warning signs around the area directing visitors to stay on the path and out of the springs. Each region of hot springs in the world is different. While some are the temperature of a nice warm bath, others are excessively hot, and not all contain pure H2O either. Hot springs are geothermally heated, meaning the heat comes from that produced by the Earth's mantle. The rule tends to be, the deeper the rocks, the hotter the spring. Yellowstone National Park is actually an active volcanic zone, which means some of the heat is coming from magma. This means that in some areas of the park, this can cause the springs to erupt due to the pressure, at which point they become known as geysers. If this superheated water reaches the surface in the form of steam only, it is called a fumarole. If it is mixed with mud or clay, it is called a mud pot. So springs in areas such as Yellowstone are often near boiling. Be safe out there, guys. These warnings are there for a reason. A cool looking video isn't worth risking your safety. Here at I.O., our hearts and thoughts go out to the Scott family. Some people may say, oh, he brought it on himself, but no one deserves to go like that. If you want a hot spring, find a designated hot spring. Have you guys ever been to one? How was it? Or was it a secret cold spring? Because those are a thing too. Let me know in the comments down below. And thanks so much for watching.